People, 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 people. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now, people, it happened again, it happened once more again, and the next recipient for the Nana Awards, people, when I speak about Nana, I am speaking about somebody that don't have no head, them Nana head, them Nana sense. And this recipient is a Popo, and this is pertaining to an incident that happened in a place called Foster Lane, we are talking about in a Kingston, in which a Popo cornered up a woman. We are speaking about a 33-year-old lady, we are talking about his common law wife, and she was taken to the place of recovery. And people, based on the information, it is said that this officer is supposed to be a constable. And based on the information that is out there in the media, it is said that at about 7:10 p.m. we are talking about last night, there was a little dispute, there was a little conflict between the man and his spouse, his common law spouse, and people. Him wheel and pop off and basically let go some can in her hour, and she was taken to the place of recovery. You know where I am speaking about. The report also stated that the unidentified Popo is under investigation by the Independent Commission of Popo and the Popo Investigative Arm, and he is also under investigation by the Kingston Central Popo. Now, people, when we think about a situation like this, and we think that it is the fact that it is a Popo, and he is supposed to be one of those persons that are basically hired for basically serve and protect and make sure that everybody, including his common law wife, is safe and secure. We are talking about the citizens, we are talking about the residents of Jamaica. And people, whenever a Popo does something like this, it shows that you cannot trust the Popo because they are acting like the common CRIMINAL. It proves that they are no different. It proves that when they hire these Popo, it seems as if they are not vetted properly. It seems as if they are not making sure that these persons have the temperament. And people, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. I am not saying that the JC, if we are speaking about the Jamaica Constable Force, can basically monitor everybody, but I am just saying that it is kind of overwhelming. We are seeing too many Popo are being charged, are being accused of these type of incident. We are talking about this sort of activity. It is not supposed to be common like we see it in Jamaica. So therefore, they are acting just like the common man, and people, that is not a good standard. Point blank and period. And when we think about all of this is over a dispute, a disagreement, some sort of thing that is going on in the house. So it seems as if even the Popo cannot reason. They lack the reasoning ability. They lack the communication skills, and people, that is supposed to be one of the criteria in which they are hired to make sure that they have the right temperament basically for the job. So therefore, they can deal with the public and people. If him angle him common law wife like that, what would he do to the common man or the common woman in the street? People, let me know in the comment section. So people, the good thing about this situation is that it did not end up in the worst case scenario, and she was taken to the place of recovery instead of Madden or Dovecat. So people, we see that at least she get a next chance to basically make a better decision in who she is choosing as a spouse. May I talk about as a man, as a husband. Rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. And also, like I said before, this incident is under investigation by Indicom, the police arm of the investigative unit, and also Kingston Central Popo. And people, based on what I've heard, it seems like an open and closed case. It seems like he should not get a chance to basically beat this case. However, we must also be mindful that the justice system in Jamaica is kind of shaky as it pertains to certain people. We are talking about politicians, we are talking about preacher, we are talking about Popo, and we are also speaking about rich people. So people, we have to just keep our fingers crossed, hope for the best, and basically expect the worst in this case. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source, one word, don't put no space between the words. And also subscribe to this channel. We are speaking about true Jamaica buzz. And also when you subscribe, please to press the notification bell. And when you press the notification bell or icon, also press all in the option. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is pertaining to two articles that I saw in the newspaper, and one of those titles said something like this. The caption read, 8 more people slapped away in one day, and the next title also read, 6 persons basically caught up and 3 fatally. We are speaking about by ATTACK by gunmen. We are speaking about in St. Andrews South Police Division. Now, based on the P0L report, it is said that in the first incident, a man was conned up and taken out. We are speaking about in Ferry. And the P0L also indicated that his daughter was taken out maybe about 2 months ago. So people, it seems like them catch Quaco and they also caught his shirt. So the question that the family, the rest of the family, the remaining part of this family have to ask, is it that we are targeted? And the answer is yes, point blank and period. In the second incident, a next man was also caught up and taken out. We are speaking about in a place called Boat Island. We are speaking about on Spanish Town Road. In the third incident, GUNMEN struck at Chesterfield Drive, leaving 1 man pass away. In the fourth incident, 3 persons were also caught up. We are speaking about at a place called Alexander Road. However, none of those persons were slapped out. They were taken to the place of recovery and they are basically nursing their WOUNDS. So people, we are talking about 3 lucky so far out of all of the persons that I am going to speak about. So people, we are speaking about 3 individuals or persons that should consider themselves lucky because they did not end up in the worst case scenario, point blank and period. In the 5th incident, we are speaking about a 57-year-old man, and his name is Dalton Shippey, and he was basically hit in the head. We are talking about by his own brother, and this occurred in a place called Ramble, and we are speaking about in Hanover. So people, the moral of the story is that we see say brother take out brother, we see say wife I take out husband, husband I take out wife, we are talking about friend I take out friend. People, it seems as if it is contagious, point blank and period. In the 6th incident, we are speaking about a place called Roaring River. We are speaking about in Westmoreland. We saw that a person, and his name is Cashwayne Bennett. He was taken out by some unknown assailant. A bartender was also INJURED in this incident. In the 7th incident, a person was also slapped away. We are speaking about in St. James. We are talking about Montego Bay. And in the 8th and last incident, we saw that a person was slapped away in St. Catherine. People, I don't know if it is a man or a woman. And based on the report, it is said that from January 1st to March 21st, 2020, at least 306 people get slapped away. The report also indicated that from January 1st to March 21st, 2020 versus the same time in 2019, there has been a 2.3 increase in a slap away. So people, the moral of the story is this. We are speaking about a statistics that is not getting any better. It is only getting worse, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now, people, just when we thought that the actions of dancehall artists we are speaking about Elephant Man was as despicable as it pertains to the violation of the Big C protocol we are talking about in Jamaica. And even though Elephant Man basically violated this by basically not declaring where he was coming from, where he traveled to, we are speaking about Germany and Italy. In the case of B0Y Tervor, we are speaking about a person whose name is Garfield Reed. He basically kept a party after the government basically made it very clear that they don't want any gathering over 20 persons and people. Based on the P0L report, it is said that at least 50 persons were at this party. So people, the point that I am trying to make is that there is a video out. Actually, there are 3 videos that are out on social media, and yours truly have them. So people, I am going to play the parts that are edited, that are okay for YouTube, because you understand them rules and regulation. You understand their policy, rate, lele, blue, blah, bling. So people, take a listen, take a look to the videos, and then I'll give my piece.
You know said that is a bad. You know say one of them girl farm what? Sack them. So people bad boy Trevor.
Now people, when we hear about a party like that in a time like this, when most sensible persons, when most decent persons are basically trying to keep safe and secure themselves and their family, we know that the persons that are attending these parties aren't the most distinguished persons in a society. We are talking about the riffraff them and people. I don't like to generalize because it's truth, and the fact that maybe some decent person was there, maybe 1 or 2. I am just speaking in general terms. So anyway, people, like me say, more than like the persons, we are talking about the women that were in the pool. We are talking about some persons who basically work at back road. We are talking about some scrippers. We are talking about some persons who basically shake it up for the money. And people, I am not speaking about any sort of tambourine, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. May I talk about shake that ASS. Shake what their mama gave them. People, we are talking about juvenile song. And as it pertains to the general patrons that were at this party, we know that they are not no 9-to-5er. We are talking about some hustler. We are talking about some thief. We are talking about some basically shaky persons in a society. And people, I am just assuming, I am just speculating based on the seriousness of the situation. So people, the point that I am trying to make and the moral of the story is that you have persons in society with all that is going on as it pertains to the big C. However, the first thing that they are looking at financial gain. They are looking at what can go in their pocket even in a time like this. So basically they are allowing people, they are giving persons the platform for basically spread the big C, point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that, and like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.